So I'll start off, and I'll be honest with all of you. I didn't watch every fight, or actually, to be honest, I didn't even look it up before I did this video. So, but I did see Cub Swanson versus Dustin the Diamond Poirier, and prior to this, I was so gung ho on Dustin Poirier. I thought he pulled up for sure, man. Like there was no doubt, I was looking forward to Michael McDonald pulling off an upset. But all these fights on Fuel UFC on Fuel 7. Yeah, sorry, that's fucked. Man. Sorry. God, there's so much you guys don't see. But anyway, yeah, man, wow. Michael McDonald, at 22 years old, was able to hold his own against Hanan Barao. Hanan Barao was using like all of this crazy shit, like this mixed martial arts shit. This mixed martial arts shit that most people that are signed to the UFC today don't have. They have like kickboxing, they have like a Muay Thai and grappling background, but they don't have a mixed martial arts background, which accounts for tons of fucking like Dana White tokens, So they don't have that, right? So Michael McDonald blew me away tonight. I saw him knock out one of my former favorites in Miguel Torres, and I said, "Fuck that guy," like, I don't like that guy because he knocked out my guy, right? But everyone has favorites, just the way it is, and it's just not the way it is. It was actually it wasn't a bad thing. The guy moved on, got a title shot, and he's only 22 years of age, man, 22, and he's taking Hannah around in the fourth round. Jesus Christ, like I'm 28, and the guy can fucking mop the goddamn map with me. It's just crazy. It's crazy the way the pace is pushing in mixed martial arts nowadays. So what I wanted to say is congratulations to Michael McDonald, actually, for one hell of a championship fight. Hanan Barral did get the head and arm, which is my coup de grace choke. I love that choke. It's my favorite choke. It was the first choke that I got as a blue belt when I started training under Henzo as a blue belt. I started to look for dark chokes and rear naked chokes and stuff like that. Rear naked chokes are really hard to get, like 4 or 5 step chokes, and it was just really difficult to get to that position. Like double hooks and, and such. And it was even more so. People were defending it like more than ever. Like 2-on-1, and but sliding the darts like in a scramble or anything like that. Even like keep it playful. Keeping it playful. Even in the last like 30 minutes practice or 30 minutes of class. Just kicking it. It was hard to get. It was hard to slip by on somebody. So yeah, I mean, like Darce's and head and arm chokes. I love those chokes. They're so awesome. I mean, you're stuck here. The way they work, in case someone doesn't know, is your arm is spread across this direction. And since it's spread across this direction, you have a carotid artery over here. So this arm blocks the carotid artery, and your arm would come up this direction, um, this direction, and cut this one, while your other one is being cut off by your own arm. So you would have yours here and their own here. So you kind of squeeze, and I will take my time. And man, this cost me a lot of money. I hate doing props. I don't like props. But this chocolate milk container, okay? This chocolate milk container contains a human head. It's about the size of mine. See? normal. So if you were to squeeze the chocolate milk container, and we'll go Gable grip. We'll Gable, okay, and slide up and squeeze. Then hop to side control and pressure. You can see I put dents in the chocolate milk. Guitar. Yep. Yeah, those are clear dents. Oh, what a dent. That's a dent. That's a dent. That's a real dent. Anyway, yeah, Helen Morale, yeah, he comes out with a fucking hell. One gun blazing motherfucking performance. Michael McDonald too, but Helen Morale, man. I mean, I had everyone else going for him. Maybe the second could have won it. Arguably could have won McDonald, but regardless, man. I mean, the guy gave a thumbs up. Actually, two thumbs up. Gives two thumbs up, and I mean, the last time I saw someone give two thumbs up, they did this to their opponent. So, and that was Frank Mir and Wes Sims way back in the day, but regardless, it was a good night of fights. Very, very, very disappointed in a very certain outcome of a fight. Earlier well, at the time I was following Jens Pulver's career. So I was following Jens Pulver's career, and he dropped down to 145 after losing to Penn at 55, and he choked out a guy named Cub Swanson. Hardcore choke, like nasty choke. Head was gonna pop the fuck off. Then I followed a guy named Jose Otto, yeah. And he threw a not a flying knee, but a double flying knee, and ended up busting this motherfucker right in the face twice, and he wilted within 10 seconds, and yeah, it was a knockout, and both those victims' names was Cub Swanson. Since then, Cubby's been on a fucking tear, man. He's been on a tear, an absolute tear. Like I said, this card was like the card that people really didn't seem to pay attention to too much, being that UFC 157 comes out, with Liz Carmouche and Ronda Rousey, and then you got Nick Diaz and George St. Pierre. Nick Diaz, George St. Pierre, Liz Carmouche, and Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey, and then our minds kind of drift off. But you have to understand that there's Dominic Cruz waiting in the wings. Dominic Cruz is so waiting in the wings. And the way he fights is so awkward and so strange, and I don't even like it. I don't like it. I don't like Dominic Cruz. I don't like the way he fights. I think it looks weird. I think it looks like he's literally dancing. It's kind of like the disco of the millennium. I don't like the way Dominic Cruz fights. Dominic Cruz can suck my balls for all I care, except for the fact that that whole surgery thing went wrong, and being that surgery went wrong is just it's so bad. It's so bad because I feel like he totally has a chance at Hanan Barao. So I think that's what we're gonna see next is Hanan Barao versus Dominic Cruz. So again, these guys weigh 135 pounds. I weigh 171 on like on a weekend. And then when I go back out and do my stuff, at the lowest I'm 160. So these guys at 135. I couldn't imagine cutting down 135, man. And what the fuck do you eat at 135? Like crackers. Not even, no, you can't because it's bread. Like, seriously, bread and water. Like, you just chain me up and just bread and water all day. But, yeah, anyway, Surreal beat Diabate. I had him picked. I was sure he was gonna win. With his improved ground game, with him being how long's it been? 20-year, veteran experience and an improved ground game. But I don't know what happened. They kept showing the takedown. They kept showing the takedown. He kept taking him down and taking him down and taking him down, and I saw nothing that would hurt his calf or his ACL or his knee or his face or his hands or his eyes or his body or anything. So I think Tabate, the snake, just has to. Um, I think he's gonna reference himself. Just you know, maybe back away. Because I saw nothing wrong with his calf or ACL or whatsoever. If I'm wrong, please comment below. This is a slacker video, so yeah, so you can tell because I'm wearing a V-neck, just like GSP. So GSP fans should like it, but if you're not a GSP fan, do this, and if you're a Nick Diaz fan, do this, because you're all fucking mad if you think Nick Diaz is a fucking 4.5-1 underdog. This is disgusting. 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 Every one of you is disgusting if you think Nick Diaz is a 4.5-1 underdog. Listen, the holes that GSP has are in his striking. They are. GSP has spectacular striking. Okay, great, gotcha. I understand this as much as you do. Okay, believe me, GSP, he has the fastest Superman punch that I've ever seen in my life. He has probably one of the greatest jabs I've ever seen, especially in the octagon. Now keep in mind that I'm all mixed martial arts, especially boxing. I watch a lot of boxing. George St. Pierre has some of the best boxing, some of the best jab to takedown I've ever seen in my life. I've never, I mean, his jab Superman to take down is just incredible. I just think Nick Diaz understands that and can find a way around it. It's not, to me, if I was Nick Diaz, I would devout my camp, I would devout my life, I would devout my sons, my daughters, my training partners, my fucking wife, everybody, my fucking, anybody, my gay home partner, to finding a way to beat this system. So I mean, yeah, all you guys that are saying George St. Pierre is going to dominate Nick Diaz, then all you guys are saying Diaz is going to dominate George St. Pierre. You guys are wrong, man. This guy is good. Listen, it's going to be a fight. It's going to be a fight. I mean, it's going to go back and forth. There's no way it can go one way. It can't go one direction. Here's why. It can't go one direction because George St. Pierre does one thing. Nick Diaz does the other. So they're just gonna twiddle thumbs for a while, and after it's kind of like basically it's thumb wrestling, and eventually one's end up hitting up. So sorry for such a slob ass video. I really apologize for the 480, and I apologize for coming back so sloppy and everything like that. But I will be back really soon. I just wanted to catch up with some people that respect me and watch my videos for a while. I love you all.